Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle Gray. I am a business coach for mom entrepreneurs who are looking to scale their businesses without overwhelm while their kids are at school, so that when they're home, you can be present with them, spending time with them, and having your business work on autopilot while you're doing all the fun things that come along with being a mom. And some of the not so fun things. So today I want to talk about repurposing your content in a way that maximizes your time, maximizes your schedule, and helps you run your business in 20 hours a week or less. And while I'm thinking about it, down in the description box below, you can get my 20-hour workweek blueprint for mom entrepreneurs. And after this video and with that business blueprint, you'll understand why content repurposing is the key to time freedom and is a very important piece of your time management process. We all know that we need to create content for our businesses. We need to be on social media. We need to be maybe making videos on YouTube, maybe podcast episodes. We need to be emailing. We need to be blogging. There's all these things that everybody is telling us we need to be doing, but all of that is very time consuming. And I don't know about you, but I want to maximize the time I'm spending in my business, not dabbling here and dabbling there. And also, one side advantage to repurposing your content is that there's a very nice theme that flows through everything that you do, and everything becomes very cohesive. Not that it wouldn't be otherwise, because I know that what you talk about is what you talk about and what you specialize in is what you specialize in. But when you're repurposing content, you're creating one piece and then using it for multiple other things. And it just creates this really great flow of information that just makes sense. And then it's easy to point back to other things as well. So I record one video on YouTube, and then I take it into my video editing software and I strip the audio and I use that audio to create a podcast episode. And then I take the transcript that YouTube produces for me and I put that into ChatGPT with a set of specific prompts that helps me create a blog post, some emails, social media posts, so that everything is coming from my one piece of content. You can do this in any order you want, but the reason I do it with the video first is because I find that video is a really great way to build relationships. We're building a relationship right now. And hopefully it feels like we're on FaceTime. That's the vibe I'm going for. But so when you are focusing on creating the highest impact piece, I like to think of video as the highest impact piece because, like I just said, it builds relationships. It's also easier for me to talk to the camera than I can type. I mean, I can type fast too, but I can talk a lot faster than I can type. So it's more efficient use of my time to record a video and repurpose that than, say, write a blog post and then repurpose it and try to follow talking points for a video or whatever. And actually, fun fact, one of the ways that I overall repurpose my content is I actually got this from Hey Tony on Facebook. I think he's probably on TikTok too. And he said, one of the best ways you can repurpose your content is you start by either Googling or going to Ask the Public and figuring out what questions are being asked about your industry. And then you just open Zoom or Google Meet, something that's going to produce a transcript, and you just record yourself answering those questions. And so I opened up Google Meet, I recorded my take on time management to help stress and why time management is important for stress management and all of that. Recorded myself answering the question. I went off on some side tangents, classic Danielle. And then I took that transcript, I put it in ChatGPT. I said, how many pieces of content do we have here? Because I was just testing at the time. And it said, oh, you've got all these blog posts and these YouTube videos and this email sequence and this lead magnet idea and all of these things. So I thought, okay, perfect. So from there, I mapped out, okay, well, I want to do these videos, and then I'm going to use these videos, this being one of them actually, fun fact, to then repurpose into more content. So I'm creating, my ideal schedule is to post one YouTube video a week, one blog post a week, several social media posts a week, and 2 emails a week. And so now I can take this video, this transcript, and I can pop it into ChatGPT, and it's going to help me repurpose it into all of those things, making sure that my blog is hitting the keywords so that it's found on Google, making sure that my social media posts are speaking to my ideal client on those social media platforms, making sure that my emails are nurturing my clients. But also, I want to kind of go meta with this because I also want these videos to be beneficial so that I can link them in my lead magnet, so that I'm creating the videos not only for YouTube, I'm also going to repurpose it into podcast episodes. Then in the lead magnet, I can have URLs and hyperlinks and things to go to videos to make my point and to continue to build the relationship. You see what's happening here? So I'm using my time as efficiently as possible because I only have 20 hours a week to run my entire business. So I want to do it as efficiently as possible. The other thing I do is I batch create. So this is actually the 4th video I'm recording in a row right now. because, and you probably noticed the last 4 videos, I'm wearing the same sweatshirt because I am in the zone. I'm time blocking this time to record videos. I actually had a client call booked for this morning, but she had to move it because she got called in to do something else. So I thought, well, I already planned to be away from my computer. So I thought, what a good time to batch content. So now I'm ahead of my schedule because I'm batching content today. So this method allows me to turn one video into 10 pieces of content or more. So that allows me to create 4 videos that I can turn into 30 or 40 pieces of content. So today, this is my 4th video. So now I've got 4 weeks of content already sitting at my fingertips. And it would be very easy for me too to outsource all of this. But one of the things that I am very proud of is the fact that I lead from a place of integrity. So I know that a lot of moms out there building their businesses during school hours don't have necessarily the budgets yet to hire an outsource. So I'm not going to do that. I want to be able to lead by example and show you how efficiently you can run your business without having any team members at all. And then, yes, of course, ideally, we do want to outsource. Ideally, in my business, I'm doing this. I'm doing coaching calls. I'm in my chat threads and things. I'm recording content for courses or memberships or whatever. And then everything else is done by somebody else, right? I can outsource my repurposing. I can outsource my graphic design. I can outsource everything. But for right now, I'm doing it all because I'm actually also, while I'm doing all of this, I'm also creating a program. So I am using myself as my example and my other clients that I'm already working with as my example so that I have not only social proof, but also tangible results to show you on what it actually takes to run a successful business and ultimately scale during school hours so that you can set your business up so that you can take December off, you can take a couple weeks off for spring break, and you can take all summer off and still have foundational things in place that allow you to attract, nurture, and serve your clients all while you are working on your 10 like it's your full-time job. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know in the comments below. Or if anything I've said has inspired another question you might have, drop that in the comments below as well, because I would love to make another video that addresses those specific concerns. But my challenge to you today is decide how you want to batch create your content. Challenge bonus would be to even record one answer to a question that you get asked a lot, and then at the very least, take that transcript, put it into ChatGPT, and ask it how many pieces of content you just created. And at the very least, you can repurpose that one piece of content into several things as well. And then you've got at least a week worth of content taken care of already. And you'll see how easy it is. And you'll also see how long it takes you to do these things, because that's part of the time batching. In one of the past episodes I talked about time management. I will put that down below. You want to be really clear about how long things actually take you so that you can schedule appropriately how many things you can get done in a week or a month. Because there's nothing more discouraging than underestimating how long something is going to take you and then overscheduling yourself, thinking you're going to get through all of this stuff without being honest with yourself about how much time it's actually going to take. And then your business never seems to move. And then you are constantly feeling behind, even though you're not really behind. You just didn't set yourself up for success. And it just becomes this downward spiral of no good. So we don't want that. I would love to hear your thoughts on batch creation. I would love to hear your thoughts on this specific method for batch creation. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. I would also love it if you would hit the like button if this video is helpful to you. And I would love it if you'd hit the subscribe button so that we can hang out some more, and hit the little bell notification while you're hitting buttons so that you're notified when a new video is available so we can hang out again. I thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. I hope it's been valuable to you, and I hope to see you again.